Hello and welcome back to episode 9 of the Julii Very Hard campaign. Last time, we made some major progress in Northern Africa, managed to take Thapsus thanks to the help of our lovely allies, the Scipii. And so that means that we've secured Leptis Magna, Thapsus, and Carthage, all three of the Carthaginian Northern African cities, and the Scipii have come away from this campaign with nothing to show for it. Despite bringing 4 full stack armies, we've managed to secure all 3 of these cities. So now we need to figure out how we want to hold on to these cities and what we want to do with the armies that we've committed to this part of the world. The obvious choices are to attack the Numidians, which are currently our allies, or to finish off the Carthaginians and go take Palma. So we're gonna have to figure out what to do with Quintus Victor and his army, as well as Luca Astorius and his army inside of Carthage. Public order is a bit of a problem in this part of the world, but we have an arena that will be completed in Carthage next turn, and a proconsul's palace that will be completed in Thapsus in 2 turns. So it should be under control soon enough, and then we can decide what we want to do with the armies inside these cities. Also outside of Carthage, we have Luco, the Spanish family member who's been attacking us on and off for like 10 turns. We keep getting a ceasefire with them, and then they attack us again, and then they offer a ceasefire, and then they attack us again. Currently, we have a ceasefire, but I'm sure soon enough we will be back at war with the Spanish, and they will try to attack again. So at some point, I really would like to get the Spanish out of the game because they are annoying me. The thing I'm most excited about right now is we finally have brought Marcus Julius, our faction leader, to the lower peninsula of Greece. We are besieging Sparta, and we have ballistas. So we have to decide, do we want to attack now with our ballistas and risk fighting in the streets against armored hoplites, Spartan hoplites, and archers? Or do we want to starve them out and risk them bringing reinforcements from Corinth and having to fight them in the field? I'm tempted to fight them in the field because we have so many missile troops, but we just don't have any solid infantry that can hold up against armored hoplites and Spartan hoplites. And if that's what they're fielding, until we have legionaries, we really can't fight those units. So there would be an advantage to fighting in the city in that we could at least use a height advantage from being up on the walls if we're able to get there. So we'll have to see what we do with Sparta. Part of me wants to just attack them this turn, but that is something to decide a little bit later in this turn. In northern Italy, we're dealing with the same annoying thing we've been dealing with for the last couple parts, which is that the Gauls just keep bringing more armies. They're bringing big armies of just warband, crappy troops, usually without generals, or if they have a general, it's the same general that's been losing forever. And they just keep dying against Manius Julius on this bridge, but they never seem to run out of troops. So at some point, we need to counterattack and take some land back from them, because then they won't have as much ability to produce armies. But also that will open us up to new attacks, where we'll have to defend multiple cities instead of just one choke point. So for now, Manius Julius is going to stay right here on this bridge, fighting off the Gauls. But at some point, we need to come up with a plan for expanding northward and westward. Similar situation near Salona and Segestica with the Thracians. Currently, we only have visuals on Captain Ketriporus and his 1 unit, but they've been bringing army after army after army, mostly gunning for Segestica. So we have had Decius Julius defending this part of the world with his army, but it's not been the best quality army. So we're bringing him to Ariminum while we have a little bit of a lull in the action to get new weapons, new armor, new missile weapons for all these troops using the armor in Ariminum. And hopefully that will make it slightly easier to win against the Thracians. And maybe we can even push back and take Bilazora so that they stop bringing armies to attack us at these mostly undefended cities. Honestly, the thing I'm most worried about right now is actually my economy. A couple parts ago, I had like 60,000 denarii, and that was great, but it was too much money, and I knew I was going to get bad traits, so I drained that money by queuing up a bunch of buildings. And over time, I didn't notice as the queue of buildings slowly disappeared, and we still just don't really have money. There used to be buildings queued in all these cities as like a bank for my money, but now the only buildings that are queued are in Iridium. So get rid of those, and the only money we have is 7,400 denarii, which is not enough. So I might need to make some tough choices soon about restructuring the empire to be a little bit less costly. First things first, at Patavium, we were going to build a hippodrome as an investment for our future after the Marian reforms, when we'd be able to train heavy cavalry out of Patavium. But given how expensive the hippodrome is, and the fact that we're kind of hurting for money. I think we need that 3,600 denarii more than we need a hippodrome right now. So we'll go ahead and cancel that hippodrome. And the same deal is in Segesta with the stables. I was building the stables here so we could build war dogs, but we can already build war dogs in Mediolanium and Patavium. So I think it would be prudent to hold off on that for now and just hold on to our money in case we need it. The last thing I want to do this turn is attempt to take Sparta, but before I do that, I want to sort out how the enslavement of Sparta is going to go. I'm going to be enslaving hopefully 3 cities here. I want to take Sparta, Corinth, and Athens. Sparta has 12,000 population, so we will be enslaving half of that. And then I think maybe a quarter of the amount that we enslave will go to Rome. But the rest will be split between the cities that we have in our empire that have a general governing them. So currently that includes Ariminum, Patavium, Carthage, and Thapsus, which are 4 cities that do not need population. Cities we do need population at include Mediolanium, Segesta, they're both near 6,000 population. Segestica, potentially. It does need population, but it just hit that threshold at 2,000, so we're still pretty far from 6,000. Salona definitely does need population. We only have 1,300 population here, and once we get to 2,000, we can get a port, which gives us a trade fleet. So that will be worth a lot of money. I definitely want to get that over 2,000 population. So I want to try and find a way to get a general to Salona, if possible, but I don't think we can do it this turn. Can we get these generals out of the cities that don't need population, though? Quintus Victor, can you leave Thapsus? Yeah, they're at 75% public order. They're fine. So let's get Quintus Victor just outside of Thapsus for now. Same with Luca Stories, just outside of Carthage. There's no way we could hold on to Carthage with Luca outside of the city. But if we're going to be able to take Sparta this turn, it doesn't matter. We just need him outside of the city at the moment that we enslave the population. Riminum, Vibius Julius, where could you get to? Any chance you could make it down to Salona? I think that's too far. Let me try it. Is Riminum okay? Yeah, they're going to be okay. Let's try our best. Any way we can do it? No. I mean, the fleet can get almost there, but the general himself cannot make it to Salona. So we won't be able to do that this turn, but we can get him there next turn, and for Corinth and Athens, we can hopefully bring some population over to Salona, because I really do care about that. Patavium, we don't need a general in Patavium. So Lucius Julius, can you leave Patavium? They're at 70% public order. Build a unit of peasants. We should have a unit of peasants in Patavium just for public order, and that will bring us over 75%, so that'll be fine. Let's bring Lucius Julius. I want to get a general into Segesta. Can we bring Amulius Julius to Segesta and then Lucius to Mediolanium? Yes, let's do that. There we go. Now we have a general in both of these cities. In none of the rest of my cities in Italy. So the population will go to these 2. Population will go to nowhere else, right? Just those 2 cities? That's perfect. Okay. And last thing I want to do before I take Sparta, because I don't want to forget, I want to invest in some shipwrights because, like I said, money is a bit of a problem right now. We need more trade fleets. Trade ends up being a huge portion of your income in the late game. Especially as a Roman faction, especially when you hold a lot of Mediterranean ports, you can make a lot of money from trade. But we just don't have that many trade fleets right now. So in Patavium, we can build a shipwright. We'll build one there. That ups our number of trade fleets there to 2. In Ariminum, we're already building one. Nowhere else can we build one. So we'll get one in Arretium once we finish this proconsul's palace. But other than that, nothing else to do this turn except taking Sparta. I'm definitely jumping the gun a little bit, but there is a real incentive to finish the Greek campaign as quickly as possible because the Bruttii are right on my heels. So I really need to get this done. So let's attack Sparta. Captain Nisos. 1 unit of Spartan hoplites, 5 units of armored hoplites, and archers. Oof. It says we have the edge in this battle. I don't think that's true. We do have a good general. Marcus Julius has obsessional trainer for +1 morale, but I don't know, man. This is gonna be tough. Let's try this. We don't have to finish the battle if for some reason the ballistas can't get the wall down, but I want to try this. See if I can do it. Now, the question is, Do we want to knock down a portion of wall or the gates? They have the oil traps here, I think. But these are small walls, so I don't know if those are oil traps. I think they are, though. So part of me wants to just knock down some walls and just run in. I'm scared. I don't know if I can even knock down a portion of wall with just 2 ballistas. I can definitely knock down gates. It really depends on how they draw up. If they put all their troops on the walls or around this front gate, then going through here is a death trap. But if they don't really guard the walls that much, then we could just run some troops through, get them up here, and turn the gates. Let's plan on going in through the gates, plan on them not really guarding them that well, and if we have to change our mind, we will. We will go ahead and draw up our infantry pretty close just so that they're accessible when we need them. And same with our archers, just everyone nearby. General, cavalry, perfect. Okay, start the battle. How did they draw up? Very heavily stacked here at the front gate. Where are their archers? Their archers are right here. Okay. How do we want to play this? I kind of just want to knock down the walls right over here. I don't even know if the towers could reach us there. I think that's the way to go, because I just don't want a long fight right here where we're getting shot by the gateway and shot by these archers. So let's reposition our ballistas to right here. And then I'm going to get them as close as I can get them to the walls without them getting shot by the gateway or these towers, and just try and land as many shots as possible on one portion of the wall really accurately and see if we can knock it down. I genuinely don't remember if ballistas can knock down walls, if they have enough ammunition to do it. I'm used to using onagers, honestly. I don't use ballistas often against stone walls, but we're going to try it. Okay, get a little closer. Get a little closer. As long as we're not getting shot, we're good. But if we start getting shot, we're not going to be very mobile. So I don't want to risk getting too close. Okay, we're not getting shot. I think we just shoot this portion of wall. I think this is as close as we can reasonably get. This should be pretty accurate from here. How much damage are we doing? 5%. Are we going to knock it down? I hope so. I don't know. It's going to be very close. We need to not miss any shots. I don't think we will miss any shots, though. It gets hard when it gets down to this last little bit of wall. There we go. Perfect. Okay, we knocked down the walls.
Make sure their soldiers are buried beneath the ruins.
Should we try and fire into these armored hoplites? Absolutely we should. Do we risk trying to use firebolts? I think we don't. We want to be as accurate as possible. So just try and get some shots into this unit of armored hoplites. I don't know if it'll work, but I want to try it. Okay, we got one successful hit. I mean, let's try firebolts, right? Why not try it? At least it'll look cool. We'll see how inaccurate it is, though. Oh, hey, we hit one. They're pretty inaccurate. We'll give it one more volley, and then we'll switch to regular bolts if we miss all 4 shots. Yeah, it's so inaccurate. Okay, just turn off fire bolts. And honestly, you guys stop firing, because you don't have as direct of a shot. So I'm going to let these guys shoot first. See if we can get a few more kills, and then we'll switch to the other one. There we go. These armored hoplites are just so tough that any damage we can do to them with artillery is very worthwhile. Go here. Just get the best shot you can. Okay, go here. There you go. And I mean, maybe try getting closer. I'm curious. How close can we get without getting shot by the towers? Okay, we're getting shot by the towers. Don't want to lose any ballistas. I mean, it doesn't make a big difference, but... Okay, we lost one of the ballistas. Just fire your remaining bolts. I don't know if we retain the ammunition from this ballista. Can we hit them just once? There we go, yeah. Got them down to 152. Okay. Hey, any damage I can do, I will take. And now, what can we do to chip down at this unit at the walls? I think we can get our archers to here, and they will be safe from the towers. Whether they'll be safe, or whether they'll be able to shoot the armored hoplites, I don't know. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, go ahead and get some shots in on these armored hoplites and just do whatever damage we can do. Firing into the front of prepared armored hoplites is very ineffective, but whatever damage we can do, we will do. Okay, they don't want to sit there. These armored hoplites might catch one volley. Who are we shooting at? You shooting up here? Shooting at these armored hoplites? Do you have a good shot? Not a good shot, but a shot. I mean, I don't want to waste my ammunition. We're gonna let you guys... No, this is kind of a waste of ammunition. Just hold off for now. We can return to that idea. It is an idea, but we can return to it later. Let's get our general up here for morale, just outside of the range of the towers. And we can start bringing Hastati in. And just see if we can throw our Pila through this little gap. Hopefully not be in range of this tower. So get to right here. And we're going to just run slightly to the left of this hole in the wall so we stay as safe as possible. Hopefully we don't get shot by the archers. Just run to like right here if we can. Are we safe there? Okay. Can we go here and still be safe? Yes. Can we go a little closer? Yeah, I think we're fairly safe. Try going here. This is where we're probably gonna get shot by the tower. I'm gonna listen for it. Not getting shot by the tower. Go ahead and throw some Pila in. There we go. This might do some good damage, hopefully. But these guys are so well armored. There we go. Yeah, we're doing good damage. All right. That's the thing we're gonna do now. Okay, but on the way out, they do get shot a little bit. So we have to just be smart about this. Okay. We'll kind of set up a conveyor belt here. So you can run to here safely. So all of you, you go ahead and get out. You can run to here. We're just gonna get all of them to right here. Perfect. I know this is kind of stupid, but this is what you gotta do when you're fighting an impossible battle against impossible troops. You gotta get clever. Okay, everyone go here. Okay. Now pick one of them and run up to there. Are you safe all the way in? I don't want to take a single shot. Yes. Now, I think you're safe to go right there. And then fire well. Yeah? Yes. Perfect. Throw your javelins. Do your thing. Kill a few hoplites. And then run to the side again. And back. There we go. That is what we're going to do. Run to there. Get the next one to run to there. You run to right in front. Throw your javelins. Perfect. Now run to there. You swap out with them. Get a new one over here. You Back. Okay, wait, why are you getting hit? Go there. Oh, it's a slightly bigger unit. Or no, you were getting hit on the way in. Maybe by the archers? Interesting. Okay, fire at will. Fire at will. Okay. We're just going to do this with all of our troops. The hardest part about this battle is going to be winning at this first hole in the walls. If we can break this unit of armored hoplites, we can win this. Okay. I'm relying on the archers to do the heavy lifting once we're inside the city. Okay. Who still has javelins? 3 more units. Run there. Run there. Run there. You. Run there. You go back. Fire at will. Go there. Fire at will. You go back. Go there. Fire at will. You go back. Okay. They're down to 70. Throw a couple more. Down to 59. That is as good as we're going to get against those hoplites. So now, I think our best bet is going to be just overwhelm these 2 units. Just slam them with as much infantry as we can muster. So let's get my general to right here for morale. And we'll get a unit of archers to right here and just fire a bunch of firebolts in and try and work on the morale a little bit. And we'll get all of my infantry to just right here. And then once the morale is a little bit messed up from the fire arrows, we will just send all of our infantry in all at once and just try and break that unit. And once we break that unit, we can hopefully take the walls and then take the walls with some archers and then fire from the high ground and win this battle. Oh, we actually do have 1 more unit of Hastati with a little bit more ammo. Go ahead and use it real quick. May as well. I always forget about this last one. Okay. Go right there. Throw your Pila. Okay. Archers. Go right here. Okay, perfect. Can we safely get units on this side over here? Okay, you guys. Let me slow this down. What's happening here? You get over here. Archers, you get right here. Are you safe from the tower? Yes, okay. So now you guys, let's get a couple units over here just so that they're able to pour in from multiple directions. And archers, fire at these hoplites with your fire arrows. Hopefully this doesn't panic my troops from the fire. I don't think so though. Okay, they are panicked by the fire attack. So is everyone panicked by the fire attack or just them because they got hit by it? I think just them because they got hit by it. Go right there. Go on. Get out of the way. Archers, keep firing. Try and panic these armored hoplites. They're unhappy over taking casualties. They're down to 51, and they're going to get panicked by the fire attack, and then we can hit them with as much infantry as we got. And if that doesn't win this battle, there's nothing else I can do. They're not really getting panicked. They can't be happy about this, though. They just have so much armor. Oh, this is nice. These armored hoplites are facing the wrong direction, so that's cool. Okay, you guys fire off your last couple arrows. Okay. All right. Now, let's do this. Infantry. Do I want to send all of the units of infantry in at once? The advantage there is that they'll get all mixed up here and jumbled up, and no one of the units will take as many casualties. The disadvantage is they won't all make it through this wall for a while. I think that's kind of preferable. So let's go ahead and just attack with all of the units of infantry all at once. Generals nearby to provide moral support. And hopefully we can just rush past these armored hoplites, get in here, and just encircle them and just beat them. All of the units have been directed to fight the armored hoplites, except 2 units have been told to flank the hoplites. So they're going to hopefully get their way around the hoplites, while the rest fight their way through. We're going to keep an eye on morale. We're going to take a ton of casualties here just fighting through this first unit. This is how powerful they are. Even in a weakened state, even only 49 of them, they are shredding my, like, thousands of infantry here. Come on. This is good. We've broken their spear formation for the most part, so now they're just fighting. They're just fighting with swords. Alright, morale's pretty good right now. It's pretty bad for them, but they are putting up numbers against us. Okay, now everyone just attack them. The ones that were told to flank, turn around, fight the hoplites. We're still eager. They're wavering. That's very good. Are we gonna have to fight these hoplites right away? I hope not. Okay, perfect. This unit has broken. Let's get our... Do we want to just attack right away? Yes, attack right away, because their spears were momentarily not down. Can we keep their spears not down if we put pressure on them right now? Let's get a unit to flank. Get 2 units to flank. Like that. Morale's going to be a bit of an issue for these units that have taken a lot of casualties, but I think overall... Oof. No, get these units back. Get these units back that are going to break. That was a mistake. We have 1 break. Okay. Hopefully we don't have a mass rout here. We shouldn't. We really shouldn't. These units that are full of strength should not be breaking. Even fighting into the front of hoplites, they should not break. That was stupid to use the units that were already weakened. Come on, guys. Right now they're just really good swordsmen because they don't really have their spears. They bring their spears out for a second, but they don't really use them. So everyone, except for this unit, just fight, 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 fight. You guys... they're wavering. Rally troops again. Come on. I really wish I could flank them. But it's really tough. They're wavering. We're going to have another break. I don't really know how to do this. It's crazy. These guys are eager. They're totally encircled by like 1,000 infantry, and they're just eager. Maybe just take this tower if we can. Come on, guys. Just fight through these hoplites. I really need to get a couple units behind them. It's just really hard to maneuver. You know, maybe I shouldn't have sent everyone through all at once. I should have sent through 1 or 2 at a time so that they could get out into the street and encircle them. That's going to cost us a lot of troops. Our only hope in this battle is that we win right here against these armored hoplites, and then we get archers inside on the walls and we fight the rest of these armored hoplites from the walls. I don't know how we can win this. At this point, we're just losing so much strength here. I'm going to tell all of these troops to just get behind the enemy hoplites. We're going to take a lot of casualties doing that, but it's the only way. We just have to push through. Push through, disturb the spear structure. Rally troops. We have some troops that are wavering. Come on, guys. Just get through. Just get through. Come on. Okay, this is actually working. The troops that are fighting. The troops that are running are pushing the hoplites out of the way so they can't get their spears down. Okay. Yeah, they're gaining experience. Just they're killing so many of us that they're gaining experience. There we go. They're wavering. Okay, they've successfully broken. Beautiful. Kill them all. And we need to get ready to get archers inside the city. Okay. Archers, get to right here. You guys run over to here. We need to do this without taking too many casualties. Okay. So run down all of these hoplites, and then go fight these archers while they're... Yeah. Infantry, just get over here. Fight them before they're able to form up. These hoplites and these archers, just run over right now. You guys, maybe don't. You can hold back, just because you're so weak. But the rest of you, go fight these hoplites. See if you can do it. Okay. Archers, get inside the city. Get up on the walls. Are they gonna be able to form up? Oh wait, don't do that. We're gonna be under the towers. We cannot afford that. All of my infantry need to just hang out right here. We cannot sit under towers. All of my infantry hang out right here. We're gonna just let the archers get inside the city and get up on the walls. Let's get more archers in. All of my archers, actually, at this point, can just run to right here, because we're about to take the tower. Alright, you run up here. Come on. Okay, you guys, please return to right here, like I told you to do. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but you're getting shot by the towers. Okay. Come on, archers. Get up here. Turn the tower. These Stati are being morons. Take this tower too. Oh my god, they're so stupid. Okay, just go over here. What are they doing? Like, what is this? What are you guys doing, archers? I've told you to go up here. Oh my god. They're just running in random directions. We're just taking casualties. Come on. Literally nothing we can do until they get up there. There we go, finally. Okay, so we at least got some troops inside the city. Oh, these aren't even archers with ammo. Great, okay. Other archers got inside. We need all of our archers inside the city. Okay. Now, the Greeks don't really know what to do. Their archers are fighting hand-to-hand, which is a very bad idea, but that's great for me. I don't want to fight these armored hoplites, though. Not until we get good archers up on the walls with ammo. Not these ones. So you guys just get out of the way, and we need to get good archers inside. There are my archers that have ammo. Get over here. Archers, go. Don't skirmish. Just run over here. I think my Hastati can hold their own here. Oh, this unit is down to 38, though. Get out of there. Rally troops here, because they're wavering. They've broken. Great. Oh, my. Pre-Marian troops cannot keep up with Greeks at this level of technology. This is rough. But, okay, come on. We can do this. Just use our archers. Okay, these archers... interesting that they're firing now. I would rather we fire once we're up on the walls. So let's maybe, yeah, turn off skirmish mode and run to right here. You guys are getting up on the walls now, which is going to be huge. We're going to do so much damage from up there. And this is a unit of 158, so that's really good. Once they're up on the walls, we will start slowly winning this. I'm letting my troops just rest here. And for now, we're not fighting spears, so we're good. Soon, they're going to get their spears down in formation, and then we will be less good. But archers, come on, just get up on the walls. We'll speed this up while they climb the walls. Okay, the spears are out, so things are about to get hard. We have a break. Rally troops, come on. Archers, come on, get up there. Oh, we lost a unit of Principes. We just don't really have any units that are at full fighting strength right now. But now that these archers are up on the walls, there's really nothing that the enemy can do to stop us. So let's get another unit of archers up on the walls over here and another over here. And we will move them around later. We just need to get them onto the walls. Okay, we're having breaks happen over here, which is not good. Archers are almost into place. This first unit. One more guy. Come on, get up there. Okay, now fire down on these armored hoplites. All of these infantry might want to retreat. Retreat to... Okay, you guys go over here. Infantry, retreat to back here, because now we have the missiles. So... Okay, back up. Let's just tell all of this infantry to retreat. We want to utilize whatever cover we have from our archers. Perfect. And now these slow-moving armored hoplites are going to have to walk past our archers and get shredded. All these units broke, of course, because this is a pre-Marian army. But we're going to see what we can do here. This feels like an unwinnable battle, honestly. I guess we shouldn't have tried to take the city, but I don't know how it was going to be any better in 5 turns. Okay, they're getting really eaten up here by these archers. So now, okay, all this infantry is reformed. Just hang out for now. You guys back up to here. This unit of archers can get some shots in as well. This unit of archers is in position now, so fire. Oh yeah, this unit is definitely gonna go down. Okay, we can get some damage in here, finally. How much is left in this city? I feel like a lot. 2 units of armored hoplites here. And then the Spartan hoplites over here. Oof. We might have to just... Okay, let's fight these hoplites with our troops and not our arrows. So, stop firing. Stop firing. Don't waste your arrows. Soldiers, run into them, run them down, and we also have the towers to help out. Okay. Wow. Perfect. Run them all down. There we go. We've killed 56% of the enemy. That's pretty good. Considering that they all are very high quality troops. That's a pretty good start. Now, can we draw the enemy out to fight us? Maybe. I mean, they are hoplites, so they tend to be pretty easy to trick. Let's get all of our archers into position on the walls here. So put a unit right here. Where are we wanting to lead them from? I think we want to lead them down this road. So we want a unit right here. That's good. And you can fire at will. A unit right here. That's good. You can fire at will. And we'll put another unit right here. Come on. Get in position right there. And we'll have you fire at will as well. And then our remaining archers... I wonder where you have a shot to. You might have a shot actually onto this street right here. So that's a good position for you. You'll wait there. Any archers with arrows that are not on the walls yet? Yes. Okay. Can we send 1 unit of Hastati to go take these walls, or to take this tower? I think we should. We're gonna take a lot of casualties there, but we'll send them in a sec. Once they rest. I don't want them to go when they're exhausted. But once they're rested up, then we can get that tower under our control, get this last unit of archers up on the walls, and then we'll do something to lure the enemy away from the city center and start hopefully doing damage. Since it's been a while since I've played as a Hellenic faction, I want to play as the Greeks. You're telling me armored hoplites can sit there and tank like an entire army's pila and arrows and just they're fine? Are you kidding me? Unreasonably good at what they do. All right, we're gonna speed this up and I'm gonna fast forward until these troops are fully rested. Hopefully we get some kind of reaction out of the Greeks, but I think they're just gonna camp on their city center from now on. So we're gonna have to get them to leave that behind. All right, these troops are down to fresh, so hopefully they can survive taking this gateway without dying. We'll see. They tend to kind of hang out for a while before they go in, so we'll take some casualties. Perfect, we got the gateway. Let's go turn a few more towers. Most likely won't end up using these towers, but just in case. Oh, why are you getting shot again? Oh, this tower over here. Okay. Let everyone get up on the walls, and then we'll go turn some towers. Ooh, this unit of... What are you? Oh, it's 2 armored hoplites. Okay. Well, they'll die when they walk by this tower. I was hoping this was a bigger unit, because then we could have used the tower to do some damage to them, but... Oh, wow. What is this? 2? 3? Oh, yeah. 3. Alright, these 3 will get shot and die. Nice. Well, at least that unit is off the map. Ooh, what do we got? What do we got? You coming out? That would be really nice. If you could come try to attack us, we would appreciate it. All right, we'll put another unit inside the city. Where do we want to put this unit of archers? I think I want to use the smallest unit as the bait for the city center, because I just don't want to risk losing one of my bigger units. So I will replace them on the walls with this last unit over here. Yeah, you guys go up on the walls. Go right there. Perfect. And then this unit of 108 archers we will use to go bait the enemy inside the city center. We've turned this tower. We'll continue turning towers with this unit because they don't have any ammo, so may as well just turn a few towers. And same with this unit. Just turn a few more towers, just in case they decide to walk around the outside of the city, they'll take some damage. So they have 3 units left. 3 strong units. 2 armored hoplites, 1 Spartan hoplite. Not as bad as I thought when I saw all those units on the map. So let's get this unit of 108 archers. We're going to start moving them in, and we want to shoot a couple of times at maybe the Spartan hoplites and just see if we can draw them out. I mean, we could potentially bring all of our archers and just kind of encircle the enemy and shoot them from all sides. But I want to see if I can use the height advantage, the higher damage from being up on the walls, by first tempting them with this bait and then just running towards my prepared archers. So go ahead and fire at these Spartan hoplites, see if we can get a shot on them. Let's see. Can we hit them from there? It says we're firing, but also I see them moving, so I don't know. Regardless, they are following, which was the intention. Would like it if we could do some damage, but... Hello? What are we doing? Okay, they're chasing us, so... Retreat. I'm giving them the order preemptively because they tend to be pretty stupid about running around in cities. Come on. They're not skirmishing, so they shouldn't run in any stupid directions. And yet, they are. They now want to fight Spartan hoplites. Come on, guys. What are you doing? You're wavering. There's no way we're going to be able to save them. They're too stupid. Yep. Maybe they will follow, though, and get into range of our other archers. That's the only thing I can hope for now. Idiots. Come on. What are we doing, guys? Yes, please pursue them. I think they should be in range of these archers as soon as they get to this corner. That's what I'm hoping for. Come on. Any chance we can get a shot on them? If they pursue all the way around, that would be really nice. We could get some good shots on them. Let me pause and let me check their armor stat. Armor of 3. Oh, I didn't realize it was that bad. I mean, they're clearly wearing togas, but I didn't realize it was 3. So if we get a shot in their side, like right now, ooh, I think we have a shot. We might be able to do really good damage here. 2 units have a shot. Come on, let's kill some Spartan hoplites. This could be really good. Maybe it was good that these idiots got themselves broken. They still have 2 hit points though, and they have big shields, so this won't be easy, but it's certainly better firing from the high ground with 4 units of archers than fighting them hand to hand. Spartan hoplites are nasty. Nice. Good shots, good shots. We retreat these infantry, no reason to get caught fighting hand-to-hand with these Spartans. Now the towers are getting involved. Oh yeah, this is good. This is brutal. At some point we can stop firing with our archers, honestly. Because these Spartans will get killed by the towers. But for now, I want to make sure that we kill this unit. This is 1/3 of the remainder of the enemy army, so I will be very happy if we can kill them. Okay, this unit reformed. Perfect. Get some shots in. Get your revenge. This is their commander as well, so if we can kill their commander, that will help with morale. Beautiful. Alright, now everyone stop firing.
His men know their doom approaches.
Stop firing. Okay. Towers will take care of these last couple of Spartan hoplites. Beautiful. It's crazy how quickly this unit dies once you burn through the first hit point of all the troops, because it just doesn't have the armor. Alright. So now we just have 2 units of armored hoplites to kill. Do we use them again? This unit that broke already once. I think they should be fine. They're unhappy over taken casualties, but they won't break unless they get actually hit, I think, by the enemy infantry, which they shouldn't this time. I'll be more careful with them. We're gonna let them rest. Once they're no longer tired, we will send them into the city center and try to taunt out another unit. This battle is by no means finished, by the way. I only have a limited amount of ammunition. I have 5 archers left with any ammunition at all, and basically no heavy infantry left. So if we can't kill these 2 units with those 5 archers, this is going to be a very difficult battle still. So definitely not getting my hopes up, but I think this is a pretty technologically advanced city. So once we win, we can heal up our army. As long as we don't lose our general and as long as we don't lose the battle. Let me see if I can find like an archery range. I would love an archery range. Okay, blacksmith, that's good. Ah, yes, an archery range. Perfect. Any kind of a troop building? Well, they're training armored hoplites, so they must have either an army barracks or a city barracks, right? We'll see. Okay, are we up to fresh yet? Yes. Go ahead and come back here again. Let's do this again. Try and draw out another unit of hoplites. This doesn't look like a full strength unit. Is this unit weakened already? No, these are both full strength. So this will not be easy. Go over here. Just get in range. Should be in range any second here. And as soon as they start running towards us this time, I'm just gonna run, so I don't get caught again. All right, start firing. Okay, they're moving. Go ahead, retreat. They're gonna take a really stupid, slow way to escape, but hopefully they start running. Guys, come on. Okay, they've stopped pursuing. They turn around and fire. Get some shots in, see if we can do some damage. Hopefully just encourage them to pursue. What is up with this unit? What are you guys doing? Are you even firing? Okay, now they are. Retreat, they're being pursued. And now they're not. Okay, get some more shots in. Run. Slow this down a little bit. Don't want to make a mistake. They're no longer pursuing. Fire. We're just going to keep doing this. Keep this dance going until they fully commit. And if I need to let them break me again for them to pursue, I will. But I'm first going to use all my ammunition. May as well. Go on, run. They're so stupid sometimes. Okay, fire. And on the bright side, every time they run away from us, they turn away from us, and their armor's much worse on the back. They don't have their shield covering them, so if they want to keep going on this dance, it does work out for me. Keep firing. Every time they turn their backs, just fire. There we go. Now they're coming. Just keep doing this. Okay, they caught us, so we're gonna break. Will they pursue? We want them to pursue. That's the best case scenario. They're not pursuing. Okay, so they may not fall for that trick again. We may just have to whittle them down the old-fashioned way. But we did a good amount of damage, honestly. Okay, we've reformed. All right, go fire. We're just gonna keep this dance going. Okay, retreat. Fire. Retreat. Fire. We want to keep them at just that perfect distance where when they charge us, they can't catch us. But we're still getting at least one volley in. And every time they pursue, they get a little closer to the arrows up on the towers. Which they will not like. Back down to exhausted, which isn't great. Shaken when we're this far away from the enemy. Gotta be careful here. But if they break, it's not the worst thing. It might get the enemy to pursue at least. Come on, just keep firing. Will they pursue? No. How many times will we continue to reform? That's the question. At some point, do they just flee off the battle map? I don't really know. We'll save our rally troops to try and reform that unit. They're down to 104, though. We're doing good damage. If we just fire all of our arrows into them, I think we could just beat them without even luring them out here. It'll just take time. Where are they running? What's the plan, guys? I hope they reform. Let's get our next unit ready that we're going to use for whittling away at the troops in the city center. I really hope this unit reforms before then, though. I don't want the morale debuff from seeing friends fleeing for this unit. I just get so nervous fighting in cities because everyone just moves like an idiot. We'll get our general in here. He'll provide a little bit better morale inside the city. Okay, go over here. Chase down these archers that broke. Come on. Get them to reform. Give them a little pep talk. We're alright, guys. Rally troops. You're okay. Yeah, these might not be rallyable. This is what I was worried about, that they're just gonna flee off the field. Okay, well, we just need to be careful about not letting any of our other troops break. We'll let them flee all the way off the battlefield, and then we'll just be careful with the next troops. We want them to flee off the battlefield because if we try to send in our other archers while we have those fleeing troops on the battlefield, they'll receive a negative morale debuff. So once they're fully off the battlefield, that debuff will go away. Go ahead and turn these towers so we don't lose any more of these archers to the towers as they flee, and we'll catch up with them later. All right, the unit has left the battlefield, so we're good to bring in the next unit. Let's go ahead and position right here. This unit has a little bit more strength as well, so hopefully it will be a little bit easier to do damage, although it will be a little harder to maneuver them. So I just need to be careful that I don't get caught by these armored hoplites and have this unit break, but we should be okay. Go ahead and fire at this unit. Get ready to retreat. Get a good volley in. Come on, guys. They always struggle for a little bit. Okay, retreat. Oh, we do not want skirmish enabled. Okay, and go back. Now go back and attack. Okay, retreat. Fire. We're just rinsing and repeating this. I'm going to cut out a few minutes of this because this is very time consuming. But down to 54, we're doing a good amount of damage with each volley. Getting to the point where they would not even have the strength to break my archers if they attacked, so I'm a little bit less scared about very carefully skirmishing. Back up. What are you doing? No, don't run towards them. Don't be stupid. Okay, there we go. Down to 33. This unit's almost gone. I can tap in with new archers soon for the next unit. Use the last of your ammo. Let's get some more archers off the walls. Okay, we're out of ammo with this unit, so we're going to retreat them. And we have our next unit ready. So you guys don't have that much ammo, so go on up here. Use them to finish off this next unit, and then we'll use the last 2 units to finish off the final unit of armored hoplites. Okay, you guys go ahead and just exit the city. We don't need you here anymore. All right, next unit, go right here. And honestly, I kind of want to fire at this stronger unit because we want to get them down below 160. We're getting a little bit low on ammunition. We're down to 3 units, and I just want to make sure we do damage equally to both units. We have a shot. Getting some shots in. Okay, we're being charged. Back up. Back up. Okay. Fire. Fire. There we go. Occasionally fire at this other unit when they're closer. No, it's kind of a waste of ammo. Go for the bigger unit. Okay, run. That was a good volley. Risking getting caught there a little bit. We got really close. That was a good volley. Down to 134. Alright, let's prep our next archers. We are almost done with this extremely annoying battle. You out of ammo? Perfect. Get out of the city. We've killed 85% of the enemy. They've killed 40% of us. 40% of our army was killed almost entirely by 1 unit of armored hoplites at that hole in the wall. That's how good they are in their intended environment. So, turn on fire at will. We want to get in range of these armored hoplites though. Shoot the bigger unit. This unit will fire at will, and we'll have them just hang out on the street so that... Back up, back up, back up, back up. Oh, no, 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 no. Back up. Oh, come on, come on. Get out of there. Okay. Wow, that was close. I was kind of balancing both units and almost got caught. What I was trying to do was draw this unit up right here so that when we skirmish, we can have this second unit also be doing damage. But, whew, that was close. Down to 120, though. Keep it going. Attack this unit. Okay, they're in range. Nice, good volley. Run. Go. Fire. What are we doing? What is this guy doing? Okay, run. 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 Please. They're wavering. Steady. Okay, fire. I'm glad I switched attention to this unit because we don't have that much ammo left. And if we get unlucky and have a couple breaks between these 2 units of archers, if we got caught a couple times and we lose a bunch of ammo, I don't know if we finish this battle. So, oof, we're down to our last unit. Oh my god. We better do enough damage with this unit. I am nervous. We're gonna have to use heavy cavalry to kill armored hoplites. Literally the last thing you want to do. No, attack the stronger unit. Get ready to retreat. Fire. Okay, run. Alright, fire. Down to 89. This is good. We need to get them under 50, I think, for me to be totally happy, but I don't think we're going to get them under 50. Come on. Good shots. These are good shots. They're not really moving. I think we have a clear shot. Not even close to under 50. They didn't listen, but they were out of ammo anyways, so it's fine. Okay, hopefully we can reform this unit. We use rally troops. Yes, they reformed. Okay. Now what we want to do, we want to get all of our big units of archers actually back inside the city. Not to actually use for fighting, but we just want to get them down here so that we have a large mass of troops so our principes feel comfortable being surrounded by allies. So let's have this unit go around a safe way. These Hastati go ahead and run all the way around the city to here. And we just are going to get all of our infantry, all of our cavalry, everyone inside the city. We're going to attack with as much strength as we can muster, and hopefully we don't have a mass rout. We're even going to use the ballistas. The ballistas actually have surprisingly good morale, so I will be using my ballista handlers. Anything to get the win. Archers will all... Where are you? Go over here. Go around this way. Perfect. Hastati, Principes, and Ballistas will be our majority of our fighting force. Same with our Equites. They will be involved, and my general. This is the actual fighting force. Okay. These Hastati are here. These archers can continue around the city. Everyone is pretty unhappy over taking casualties. Now, when we actually get up there, we want to probably spread our troops out pretty far here so that we can flank on the city center. We don't want to be bottlenecked right here. So there is an argument for looping all the way around the city, but any troops we send over there will be separated from the general. So I think it's worth doing though. Let's send our strongest units, our 2 units of Principes and this unit of Hastati. We're going to send them all the way around the city. And let's see, how can they, or no, go to right here. Yes, follow this, go to, these 3 units will go right here. And then all the rest of the troops will be the main force and they will be over here. So we'll bring our rest of our infantry to right here. We'll bring our general to right here as well for moral support. And then we'll bring our archers to very close just to provide straight up cheering, moral support. Not actually getting involved in the fighting at all because they'll break instantly. And then cavalry will also go over here. Maybe cavalry should go over here. I think actually cavalry would be much better used over here. Okay. General, run into place. Alright, let's... Whew. I'm nervous. Does anyone need a rest? Is everyone pretty fresh? We have some people that are winded, so we're going to let them get down to fresh. Alright, everyone's fresh now, so let's slow this right down. Normal game speed. 3 units of infantry right here. Equites right here. And move up all of this infantry to right here. Move up my archers to right behind them for more support. Okay, you guys sprint. Cavalry, my general will go to right here. Okay. All of you guys run. Get into position. Okay. You guys run. And we need to be ready to react to anything. Morale is going to be a nightmare here. These armored hoplites are going to be so tough. I'm glad that they're not charging out towards us. I want them to leave us in control of this situation. Okay. Are we ready to commit? I think we're ready to commit. Go ahead and run out to there. General, get as close as you can. Come on. I'm nervous. I'm nervous that what I'm really nervous about is that they're going to mess up their running and get themselves stuck on the city center with hoplites and then get themselves broken. That's what I'm really worried about. So, come on, archers, get as close as possible. This unit of Hastati. Okay. They're coming. So, get onto the city center. Okay, you guys... These hoplites are wavering. They can't break, but them being wavering is helpful for us. Okay. Attack the back of these armored hoplites. You guys attack these armored hoplites. Equites, just secure the flank. Infantry, charge into these hoplites. Okay. Who's not engaged yet? Bring the archers up here for moral support. Bring the general up here for moral support. How's morale? Everyone good? Steady so far. We have someone shaken, so I'm going to use rally troops. General may need to get involved just because I don't know if we have enough fighting power to win this against these armored hoplites that are surrounded here. Come on. Are we winning this? Are we killing them? I don't know. I think we're winning this. We're just doing very slow damage because it's just very hard to kill armored hoplites. These 9 armored hoplites are wavering. Perfect. Come on. Run them down. Run them down. They can't break because they're on the city center, so we just have to chunk through them. These are their equivalent of, like, Praetorians. Anyone about to break? No, no one's about to break, so we're doing well. Let's get my general involved in here. It's not really a risk because he's in the pink. We just want to limit casualties as much as possible, so using the general makes sense. Wow. We did it! We finally did it after, I think, an hour of me actually playing. Hopefully I will cut this down to like 30 minutes, but this was by far the hardest battle I've fought so far. Doesn't look like it because we have a lot of troops left. But they killed 1,300 of us when we were outnumbering them 2,800 to 1,100 at the start of the battle. Wow. Who did we lose? We did manage to heal a good amount of troops, but we lost almost all of our Hastati and Principes. Lost a lot of archers. Whew. That was no joke. That was a hard-fought battle. Okay, we're enslaving Sparta, and 2 cities are growing because of that. Lovely. Okay. We've canceled our mission from the Senate to blockade Sparta because we took Sparta, and we got some traits. Confident commander for Marcus Julius. Very nice. Retinue. Body slave, +1 influence. Okay. He's still not that good, but that was a very important win for me. So I am not too bothered about him not being the best general for a faction leader. Whew. Okay. Repair our stone wall. Retrain all of our troops. What do we want to prioritize? Okay, any way we can combine these troops so that they are just barely at full strength. We want really weak troops to retrain so that they get the maximum amount of units added to the unit. So I think this unit of 58 plus 118, that's pretty good. 58 plus 118, yep. 70 plus 75, that's good. Oh my god, 70 plus 75 is 145. I'm so stupid, ignore me. Well, we just lost a unit. That's okay. We can always build another unit, I guess. 56 plus 94, that would be 150. We can refill all these archers with this one unit. Perfect. These units are all weak. Anything else we can combine without losing the unit? No. Okay. Still, it's going to give us the option to retrain these because we have... not the blacksmith. Religious building, maybe. Yes, +2 experience for large temple of Nike. That's pretty nice. We'll hold on to the temple of Nike at least long enough to retrain all these troops. And then at some point, we will knock that down and put a nice Roman religion there. But let's go ahead and repair these troops. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units. Perfect. All 9 of our units up to full strength. There's one straggler, actually. Boom. There we go. So now all of our units will be at full strength at the end of this turn, and the next turn we'll retrain all the rest of them. We can bring down the tax rate, and that makes Sparta not riot. We could also build another unit while we're here. Maybe that would be worth doing. Let's take our biggest unit here, or our least useful one. For now, it's going to be these Principes, and we'll build a unit instead. So, what do we want to build? What do we need more of? Honestly, cavalry. We need more cavalry. As bad as Equites are, we just have no cavalry for fighting fleeing troops, for fighting archers, anything like that. I cannot believe we actually got Sparta. Let's see what towns grew because of that enslavement. Segesta is finally a minor city. Oh my goodness. Good for you. That's really nice. That's helpful. That's gonna mean we can build a ship right there. That'll be good for trade. Medulanium has grown as well. Also gonna be a minor city, and that means we can get good stone walls there. Also, we have a culture penalty in Medulanium of 25% because it's still a barbarian town. It still has a warlord's hold. So it's a round city, it's a barbarian town. So that should hopefully go down pretty substantially, maybe even to near 0. Not quite 0, there's still a few barbarian buildings, like a meeting hall, that we'll have to build over, but we're almost going to get that down to 0. So that'll be good for public order in Medulanium. Now that we have enslaved Sparta, we can go ahead and bring our generals back inside Carthage and Thapsus. Any other cities that we took a general out of? I don't think so.
Ready to sail.
Nope, we are good. Beautiful, wow. That was a really productive turn. I promise to get at least 2 turns out of this part. Hopefully the Gauls or the Greeks don't counterattack. They didn't. That's wonderful. Of course, the Spanish are on our doorstep again at Carthage, trying to fight us. But I'm not too worried about the Spanish. We have a suitable husband for Antonia, who is 40 years old. No, sir. Oh, we have a Senate mission to take Larissa. Interesting. I feel like the Bruttii are going to beat us to that. We're definitely going to fight our way through Corinth and Athens before we try that. But it's an idea. Wow, all these units we retrained have 2 chevrons of experience. That makes a big difference. The difference is, 2 greater attack, 2 greater defense, which makes a really big difference for something like Hastati. Going from 8 attack, 15 defense to 10 attack, 17 defense is pretty substantial. Of course, we're back at war with Spain. The Gauls are back at war with the Scipii and Bruttii. We have our Bireme in Arretium. Is that Greek navy anywhere to be found? Here? Is that them? Yeah, that's them. Let's see if we can bat them back and forth. Oh, we don't have enough move points for it. Okay, we'll just attack with this fleet. Any chance we sink them? No, they're fleeing. Where do they go? I think they probably went out into the sea over here. We'll find them. We'll get rid of that army at some point. It's only like 5 or 6 units on that fleet, but we'll get rid of them at some point. Carthage is besieged, but at least we were able to complete our arena before then. So we're able to bring down the frequency of our games to monthly, which increases our happiness. So we won't have any rioting in Carthage at least. In Arretium, we finished our proconsul's palace. So we can build all kinds of fun stuff here. Catapult range, we can build onagers. We could get up to, I think, an army barracks, which is a step above legion. But I think we're going to go for a shipwright. We want to increase the number of trade fleets. So that increases our trade by 250, which is very welcome. Carthage, next up, what do we want to build? Maybe paved roads. We're going to be doing a lot of running around in Africa, I think. So paved roads in Carthage will be worthwhile. In Sparta, we repaired our stone wall. We actually could have built something as well last turn. Maybe sewers. Get the population growth rate up. Since we did take half the population out, we're down to 5,200. And we'll have to take a look at what we want to do next. We could go attack this army. We could go straight for Corinth. I think we could actually attack Corinth and not bring any other troops in. So we might be able to take both Sparta and Corinth this turn. But that does leave multiple Greek armies out and about. So we'll have to see if we can handle that. Let's go through the rest of our announcements first, though. Ooh, we have a new family member, Augustus Julius. I wonder. And my Admiral Appius, received a navigator for +2 command at sea. Very nice. That seems like a useful retinue. Seasickness? Really? -1 command? You're an admiral. You're an admiral. We found a Greek agent at Salona, so maybe they're eyeing Salona. I don't think they can get to Salona, though. Meanwhile, Admiral Appius also has a general for Salona. So Vibius Julius has just landed in Salona. The next time we take a city, we will be able to send some population to Salona, which will be very welcome. Now, Decius Julius is ready to bring his troops into Arimnum for retraining. So let's go ahead and queue up retraining for his best units first, his Roman units, and then we'll retrain his Illyrians as well next turn. We have become the most advanced faction now that we've taken Sparta, and also the largest faction. Very nice. We only have 13 regions, which is crazy because I feel like we've done a lot, but we have important regions. We've secured most of Northern Africa, the important cities in Northern Africa at least. We've secured Sparta. We're about to take Corinth, so things are going well. Let's take a look at our end of turn report. We lost 1,600 denarii last turn, but that's all right. We're doing well. We're making gains. We're at least using our armies, so things should turn around soon. And of course, yes, Carthage is once again under siege by Spain, so we'll have to deal with them soon. Next turn, we can take the army out of Thapsus, and Quintus Victor can march north and help out and relieve Carthage. Once we have our proconsul's palace, I don't think we're going to have any issues with public order in Thapsus. Let's take this Roman fleet inside of Sparta just so we can retrain them. We still have a lot of units to retrain though, so we'll do that first, but do we want to just go straight for Corinth? I think we do. Oh, but we can't unless we fight through an army. Who would we want to fight through? This looks like a pretty flimsy army. Oh, okay, but Captain Eurysthenes has ballistas. So if we leave Sparta, they could potentially take Sparta back. So whatever we do, I kind of want to take out Captain Eurysthenes. Captain Zeno also has ballistas, but he doesn't really have any strength. So as long as I leave behind like 2 units of archers, we should be fine. Could I take Captain Eurysthenes? I don't really know exactly what he has. I think I probably could though. Let's just take all of our troops and all the ones that have been retrained, and let's fight this guy. And then we will decide what we want to do about Corinth. He might not even want to fight us, honestly. He went into Corinth. Okay. So now we can't take Corinth. Interesting. What do we need to leave behind in Sparta for them to be satisfied? Oof. Kind of everyone. Let's see. We will... How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? Let's just send back a couple units and see what that does for public order. Send back a couple more units. That only gets us to 50%. That gets us to 75%, but this is not enough of an army to besiege Corinth. Yeah, I don't want to just throw away my army. We will wait for a little bit. We'll build our sewers. We'll let unrest go down. And is there anything we can do quickly to get culture penalty to go down? No, there's not. Let's just retrain the remaining troops and wait a few turns. And then when we're ready, we will take our troops out of Sparta and go take Corinth. We will build one more unit of peasants because I just want to have a garrison to leave in Sparta that has as much population as possible so we can keep our public order under control. Let me temporarily take one of my equites out of Sparta to make room for that unit of peasants, because otherwise it'll spit the peasants out and then they can just attack that unit of peasants and draw out my army inside of Sparta. So we will park our unit of equites right here for now, and we'll let our peasants come in. And then as we slowly build up enough peasants to hold Sparta and control the unrest, then we can take our units out and actually attack Corinth. But yeah, this army, it doesn't look that good. It's not 10 units of armored hoplites. So Corinth shouldn't be too difficult. Athens looks like it has some armored hoplites and a reinforcing army, but we'll see. Can we get Patavium under control? It's at 70% public order. We'll build one more unit of peasants, so next turn that'll be at 75%, we'll be good. And other than that, I think this is an uneventful turn. I think there's nothing we can really do, right? We want to keep Manius Julius where he is. We have people retraining at Ariminum, so we can't fight the Thracians. We do want to bring back this boat, though, because we want to bring Decius Julius back as soon as he's finished retraining. So we'll get Admiral Oppius back inside of the port at Ariminum. And let's go ahead and end this turn. Oof. We do not have much money. We really need to turn our finances around. Parthia offers us trade rights. Sure. Let's get map information if we can. There we go. Parthia has done nothing. They're still in their starting cities. The Gauls want to fight again. Captain Voteporix and his 1,000,000 warband and some cavalry. He has no chance. Manius Julius will win this. He always does. But at least it's a bridge battle. This should be nice and easy. I can never be too upset when I'm being attacked on a bridge battle. Okay, we'll put our 2 best units of barbarian mercenaries at the front, and our 2 weaker units will bring up the rear. We will have our dogs hang out right behind the front line, and our cavalry on either side. This unit can take this side of the V, this unit can take this side of the V, and then the reinforcements can go behind them. Dogs can get ready to be released. Not quite yet. We don't want to release them quite yet, but we will release them in just a moment. General can pull up here. Okay, we want to use Warcry before the enemy reach us. Warcry now. Ooh, they're also using Warcry. I kind of want to release the dogs now. And then they're going to march towards us, presumably, and we will attack them from both sides. We still have Warcry active, so we're going to do a lot of damage to them. We outnumber them here. The dogs are also showing up, so they're going to be frightened by the dogs, so their morale will be worse. Boom, this unit's broken. Now, they're attacking us from the south this time. So when they will flee to the south. So we have to actually actively chase them. So let's send the cavalry in now. We've got a bit of a mass route going. I don't know if it's going to stand. I don't know if it will continue to be a mass route, but it looks like it might. So we still have to kill a commander, but there he goes. And now the rest of the army should break. So cavalry, charge, 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 boom. Done. Victory. Let's get our infantry out of the way, just back them up because they're just blocking my cavalry at this point. And my cavalry can hunt down the rest of the enemy. Hopefully kill at least 90% of them, or 85%, so that we can despawn the army. Go on, cavalry. Dogs are also going to be chasing. It's kind of a traffic jam here, but it clears as we kill all the Gauls. Okay, go, hunt them down, run, run, run. Run out in front of the army. Let the dogs kill the troops at the back. General can also kill the troops at the back. Yeah, this is a pretty horrifying thing to see. This many dogs chasing you. Oof. Not a good day to be a Gaul. Not a good day. Okay. Go on. Hunt them down. We're down to... We've killed 71% of them. Okay, keep hunting. Kill as many as we can. Beautiful. I think that's probably enough. Yes, we killed 98% of them, so we're good. Nice, clean victory. We lost 12 troops, killed 1,900 of them. That is why we camp on this bridge. Victory! If these Gauls just used their strength against anyone else, they would have such an empire by now. But they insist on just chasing me eternally. All right, attack Admiral Lycomedes one more time. Hopefully we can just sink him at some point. Beautiful. So there goes, I think it was 6 units of the Greeks. And anyone else that we need to target? Don't think so. Ooh, our allies, the Numidians, are outside of Carthage, which makes me think, are they at war with the Spanish yet? No, they're not. So I can cause a war between the Spanish and the Numidians, potentially if I just sally out and attack Luco. I wonder if Captain Galassu would be dragged into it. We may yet do that. Let's real quick go through our announcements. At Ariminum, we got our shipwright, finally. Ooh, I almost want to go straight to a dockyard. We could build quincurians then. Ooh, they're so good. But for now, we will not do that. Let's maybe do a forum. What does a forum do for our trade? Not much. What about a dockyard? Does that make a big difference? Honestly, it kind of does make a big difference. What would be important for Ariminum, though? Population growth rate, honestly. Let's get a crop rotation going. It's good for income. It's good for population. At Thapsus, we got our proconsul's palace, so our public order is slightly better. It's still not great. We may need to knock down the shrine at some point, honestly. How much are we going to lose in trade? Not that much. I think now is the time to do it. What is our culture penalty? It's only 10%, but squalor is honestly maybe a bigger deal. How much does this help our public order? It helps our public order by 5%, but I have a feeling it will actually end up being more, because the squalor should go down. Anything else that I should prioritize? I could just do communal farming. No, it's okay. That is like all of our money, by the way. Oof, we are really broke. We have a new family member named Livia. It's a nice name. And Quintus Victor got an architect for a 10% discount on construction costs. -1 from squalor, so that's good. How are we only at 105% public order with a full garrison, with daily games and a low tax rate? Really? Okay. Luckily, we may not need to take reinforcements from Thapsus to protect Carthage if our friends the Numidians are here, but we'll have to see. Let's take a look at our end of turn report. We lost another 2,900 denarii, and let's take a real look at what is happening with our finances here. So we're making the majority of our money from taxes. Trade is still not taking off. It's only at 5,000 across our whole empire. Our expenditures, wages are 2,100. That's the money that we pay to our generals and our agents. Army upkeep is 12,000 denarii a turn. That's killing us. We need to reduce that. Recruitment was 2,500 last turn. We did do a lot of retraining. Construction, 3,600. Entertainment, 1,200. That's the daily games we're running. Corruption and others, 3,200. Oof. We may need to raise taxes, honestly. Would it be more profitable to raise taxes or to reduce our games rate at Thapsus? It's costing us 800 to run daily games. Yearly games cost us nothing. Yeah, we'll save 800 just like that. That's good. We'll do that. Carthage, can we go down to yearly games? No, we can't afford it. Okay. As for our upkeep, I feel like these barbarian mercenaries, as fun as they are, they may not be a very productive use of our army upkeep stat, because Hastati costs less to maintain than barbarian mercenaries and are obviously stronger. So we might want to swap them out at some point. But then we have to pay to train those units, so we'll see. All right, at Mediolanium, let's see, we're about to have a governor's palace, so our public order is already 90%, and it's going to go up. So we could up the tax rate a little bit. Does that make a big difference? No, and it brings us to 60% public order. But we could go ahead and disband the barbarian mercenaries, potentially. No. We'll hold off for now. We don't need to be that drastic. At Segestica, what are we paying for these Illyrian mercenaries? 44 upkeep. At some point we should swap those over to peasants. All of these we should swap over to peasants. All right, so at Ariminum, have we retrained everyone? Not quite. Is there a big difference when we retrain them? Their missile attack goes up by 1, their defense goes up by 1, and their attack goes up by 1. We will take the turn to retrain them, and then we'll bring out Decius Julius, bring him back to Thrace, and get him sent over to Bylosora. At Sparta, we can go ahead and retrain our Roman archers. Do we want to retrain our Biremes? Do we really need Bireme strength? I don't know that we really have any need for that at this point in this part of the world. Let's actually disband 2 units of these Biremes. How much do they cost to upkeep? They don't cost that much. No, we'll hold on to them, but we won't retrain them quite yet until we need them. And let's build another unit of peasants. We will bring another unit of Equites onto this fleet, and we're just slowly replacing the public order in Sparta. At Carthage, I really want to see if we can bring Captain Galusa into a battle against the Spanish so we can get them to be at war with the Spanish. But once we start that battle, we may decide to finish that battle. So we want to be at full operating strength. So I'm combining my troops around. We don't have a lot of strength, but enough that we could do some damage. I mostly just want the Numidians to fight the Spanish. Would they be dragged into it? They would. What do we have here? Bunch of desert infantry. I've been wanting to watch the Numidians do their thing. While they're my allies, I kind of want to use their strength, wear down their strength, and see how they operate, because I'm going to be fighting them soon. So let's see what the Spanish brought. And we can it's a sally battle, so I can always just return. I don't have to commit to this, but let's see. A lot of cavalry, a lot of war dogs, a lot of Iberians. Luco has Untouched by Fear. He's pretty good, actually. So it'll be good to get him killed. We're just going to use our allies, and we may commit to the battle if it looks like we're winning it, but I'm not going to be obsessed with winning the battle. If it doesn't work out that way, we'll just use our allies' strength and revisit this later. Okay, so the Spanish are out this way. The Numidians are going to come from the south, I believe. Let's go ahead and put our archers, some of them on the walls here, some of them on the walls over here, because I could see the Numidians fighting the Spanish right in front of these walls and us getting some shots in. So more archers, some more over here, and then some more archers over here. And then, is that all the archers? Have they all been committed to the walls now? Yes. Libyan mercenaries can go near the front gates. We're probably going to send them outside of the city to try and tempt the Spanish into charging us. We'll bring Lucas Storius over here with the Hastati as well. And I mean, the hoplites we will leave at the city center. No reason for them to even be involved. They're so weak. What else do we have? Any other strength? I mean, peasants. No reason for them to be involved either. And what is this last unit? Oh, another unit of archers. Definitely want to commit them. Let's have them over here at the start. And then we'll see what happens. We'll see where people go, and we'll move people around if we need to. Go ahead and end deployment and start battle. Okay, reinforcements have arrived. They are coming from the south. Spanish are coming from over here with the smaller army, so they're probably going to fight the Numidians first. The Spanish, the main army, are right over here. I don't think they're gonna run towards me, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring out my Numidian or my Libyan mercenaries and just see if we can get them to come attack us. I doubt they will, but if we could get them to come into this gauntlet and get shot by all my archers, that would be ideal. Speed this up a little bit, let my reinforcements enter the battlefield. And we actually have a shot on a couple of these passing troops with my archers over here. This unit? Yeah. I almost didn't put this unit here because I thought this was a bad placement, but no, it's working out. All right, so if both of the Spanish armies are going to go that direction, let's take these units of archers off the walls. We will move them to this side of the city. This unit can also come off the walls, and we'll move them over here as well. And actually, they're running right by this tower, so they're going to take some more damage from that, which is great. The archers over here can run across on the walls. Run to right there. And this unit can run to right there. Perfect. And we'll speed this up again. We're just waiting for our allies to show up. We've killed 3% of the enemy with those couple of volleys, so not a bad start. Honestly, we might have a shot on these guys once we're in position with these archers, so that's pretty good. They're stepping in front of this tower, right? No, not quite in front of this tower, but definitely in range of my archers. Hopefully they continue doing this. They tend to be pretty consistent about that kind of stuff. I think they're kind of drawing up opposite the Numidians. They like to, when we're in an open field, they like to draw up their line of troops opposite my line of troops. When troops are inside a city, sometimes they get confused and they draw up in weird angles, and it allows you to get shots on them from the walls. So kind of seems like what's happening right now. Let's get one unit of archers over here and the other one right here. And then the archers that I took off the walls, these 2 units, can go ahead and run over to here. We'll get them on the walls as well, as soon as we're able to. And the Numidians are coming around the city. They're taking their time, but that's okay. Let's get our archers over here. Does anyone have a shot? By any chance? Are we in position? Do we have a shot? Not quite. Very close to having a shot. I could see the Spanish making a slip up and getting in range of one of these units. Speed this up again. Okay. And there's one more unit of archers that we haven't moved. They're on the walls. Let's bring them over to right here. Along the walls. Okay. What's going to happen when the Numidians arrive? Hopefully they don't try to go inside the city. I want them to stay outside of the city. No, I don't think they will. They're kind of fun. I like their units. Someday I will play as them. No, don't go inside the city. Is that what you're thinking? Okay, let me speed this up. Where are you guys going? Are they coming inside? You're not welcome. No, they're not. Perfect. Continuing to march around the city. If we could just have this battle happen right in front of my prepared archers, I would be so happy about that. Do we have a shot? Not quite. We're so close. They're teasing me. We do have a shot on one of their units. Let's slow this down, take a look at what's happening here. Who's getting shot? Ooh, their general was getting shot. They took some casualties. That's good. I love about the Spanish that the general has a blue cloak and all the rest of his troops have brown cloaks. And I think it's just a carryover from just like a miscoding where the general is made to look like a Britannian general, I'm pretty sure. But I would be open to being corrected by that, I guess. Maybe not. No, I think that's a Britannian general, though. I'm pretty confident about that. Okay, who's getting shot right now? We have a shot on someone. I think these round shield cavalry. Yeah, round shield cavalry have basically no armor, so that's great. I love shooting them. All right. We've done 9% damage to the enemy, and the allies haven't even shown up yet, so this should not be difficult. Speed this up a little bit, let them get into position. Hopefully they rearrange again and go back into range. It's such a difference fighting someone like the Spanish than fighting someone like the Greeks. Every single one of these units, I could charge my general into and they would break. Like, even the naked fanatics, they have excellent morale. They probably would break, though, because they don't have good armor. These Iberians, easily, any of these units, you could just slam cavalry into and they would break. Or fight them with a stadi, they would break. Shoot them with arrows and they will take huge casualties. But armored hoplites, forget about it. One armored hoplite is worth this entire army. So I am happy whenever I have a chance to fight someone like the Spanish. These Numidians are taking their time. They are literally walking. Walking and then pausing. Walking and then pausing. Oh, they're coming inside the city. No? For a second, they looked like they were. I don't know if they're going to be willing to fight unless I help, which is totally reasonable if you're like a human, but annoying in this case. Why are you drawing up like you're going to go inside the city? Don't do that. What is this approach? Huh. What do I do? I don't know how to make them fight. By any chance, is it because of this unit over here? What is this unit? Hopefully not. Okay, well, I guess we have to do something to motivate the Spanish to move and hopefully fight the Numidians. So let's get our remaining archers up on the walls, and we will bring our little Libyan mercenaries out in front of the walls over here. Hopefully we can draw them to get in range of my towers. Okay, you guys run. Get into position. We're starting with just the Libyan mercenaries because they're our junkiest troop. But at some point, if we need to bring out the Hastati, we can always have the Hastati join them. All right, what's going on here? Does this motivate the Numidians to move a little bit? Can I get a little assistance? Okay, archers are almost in place, so I'm going to go ahead and sprint my Libyan mercenaries. Okay. All right. What are you guys doing? Don't run. Stay where you are. Go there. Okay, they don't want to do it. And is there room for another unit of archers somewhere? We can put them over here, I think. Okay, we'll do that. And let's take our Libyan mercenaries and put them here. Come on, allies. They haven't done anything yet. Normally I lean on my allies a lot. But I'm actually fighting this myself. What the heck? Let's get Luca's stories outside of the city, just in case he's needed for morale. Why are we taking casualties? What happened there? Did someone fall off the wall? Yes, someone fell off the wall. Okay, stop running. Just stay where you are. You guys. What are you doing? Okay, go like over here. Just don't be stupid. What are you doing? Who even are you? Why are you just... Okay, just go over there. Alright, now, Libyan mercenaries... Do something to get the attention of the Spanish. Alright, run up a little bit. Okay, we have their attention. Go ahead and run. Turn off skirmish mode. We want them to just run. And now all these cavalry are going to be in range of my archers. At least the archers that aren't moving around like idiots. And we'll get some damage on them. You guys... Genuinely, what are you doing? Okay. Now these guys are firing. We have 2 units active on the walls right now, because the rest are just being idiots. It's okay. Did some damage to those Rancho cavalry. We've just had, like, annoying battles in this part. They're fun. I mean, they're fun for me. I don't know how fun they are for you guys, but just a lot of, like, really ratty, difficult battles. I guess I don't need to finish this battle. I achieved my goal of having the Numidians be at war with the Spanish, which was really my primary goal. But I will make one attempt, you know? I'm gonna just see what we can get done with these Libyan mercenaries in just a few minutes. Okay. Almost in range with some missiles. Throw some missiles. If they get attacked and they break, that's a good thing, because I want the enemy to pursue. So yeah. There we go, we're in range. Attack. They're pursuing us. They should be in range of our arrows now. Okay, please pursue. There we go now. This unit over here should get involved soon. Perfect. Nice. Getting good damage on a couple of these units. Really don't know if we're going to be able to get the Numidians involved in this battle. We're just going to have to do our best here. Do as much damage as we can and then get out of the battle. Wow, these Libyans managed to break 2 units. Over here, these round shields are trying to attack the other Libyans, maybe? I don't know. Oh, no, they're just hanging out in front of my tower. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Do you guys have a shot? Yeah, wow, almost everyone has a shot. Okay, so we're doing some good damage to these round shield cavalry now. Right? We getting good volleys on them? Yeah, pretty good. Nice. Beautiful. Let's see how much damage we can do just like this. This unit of archers has almost used all their ammo, so we'll get them replaced in just a second. Once they're out of ammo, we'll get these archers up there. Perfect. They're out of ammo. 32% of the enemy killed. Get the next unit up on the walls. And let's get these Libyans back under this tower. Every time they come and attack these Libyans, they're just going to get broken. Libyans will reform in just a moment. And we have another unit of Libyans as well. We'll bring them over here. Good thing about defending is, even if these Libyans completely give up on the battle, they go to the city center and then they will reform. Man, our allies are cowards. They want nothing to do with this battle. You know what? We got a good amount of kills. We got the Numidians to be at war with the Spanish. Let's just call this off, right? We killed a third of the enemy army. That's all you could really ask for. Is everyone inside the city? Ooh, if you quit now, you will lose the battle. Oh, but I think everyone's inside the city. Is it because our allies are outside the city? Oh no. So I actually can't quit this battle. Ooh, I didn't know that. That actually ups the stakes here a little bit. Okay, so this is actually a battle with stakes. All right, let's bring our infantry outside the city. Bring our general outside the city. And... ooh, how are we gonna do this? I really wish we could use our allies. Okay, what are you doing over here? This is good. This big unit of round shield's gonna get themselves killed. Same with these war dogs. Perfect. War hounds. Nice. There's just nothing you can really do to force your allies to participate. They usually just participate voluntarily. But now that we can't quit the battle, we have no choice. We have to win. So get our infantry and our general right here. Okay. Drop like this. And oof, do they want to attack? Come on, what are you guys doing over here? What can I do to get you involved? I don't know. Maybe if I bring my general over to my allies. I don't know if that'll do anything, but I'm just going to try things. If my Hastati get charged, they will be fine. They're the toughest stuff on the battlefield. They have a lot of missile cover, so they would be fine. Genuinely, guys, what are we doing here? Huh? What are we doing here? I'm just going to run through them, see if I can disturb them into action. What are we doing? Go talk to the general. You're supposed to be my ally. This is how I know that the Numidians are not really my ally. They're just waiting to betray me. They want nothing to do with this battle. Okay, real talk, I think the reason that they're stuck is because of this unit that's lodged over here against the wall. Is there anything I can do to free them? Oh my god. No, I don't think so. We're on our own. We're on our own, fellas. Let's take these units of archers that aren't really doing anything because of their positioning, and we'll bring them outside of the city and use them to actually fight this battle. The 2 units up here we're going to keep up here because I think they're going to be useful. Oh, I'm scared. Why are we taking damage? Stop falling off the walls, you fools. Okay. This unit, oh, they're almost out of ammo, actually. Well, we'll keep them up there for now. Okay, you guys, go out of the city. This unit, go over here. General, go over here. How did this become a hard battle? Huh? Like, I think there's a chance that if I quit the battle, I would still win it. If I had all my troops inside the city, like the old Sally rules, but I don't know. I think if you lose the battle, you might just lose the city. Okay, we have a shot on some of these units. Are they charging? Brace yourselves, prepare for battle. Shaken, so go ahead and rally troops. Get in there, help out. This unit of round shields is wavering. Perfect. Iberians are next. The round shields broke. Come on, kill these Iberians. Perfect. Run them down. Get as many kills as you can. Okay. Drop the infantry again. General can continue running them down for now. Okay, we want to run them all down so we don't waste arrows on them. Perfect. Okay, so that's another unit dead. 50% of the enemy are dead. Where is this unit? Alright, we need this unit. And this unit. Perfect. This unit's out of arrows, unfortunately. Maybe just stand nearby for the morale boost of just being near soldiers. These archers still have a good amount of ammo, so that's good. Okay, more troops are coming in. Naked fanatics. Definitely shoot the naked fanatics. They're going to be the better unit here. They're not going to be happy about this. Getting shot by all these different sources. They're shaken. Charge, rally troops. Get the infantry involved. This unit of naked fanatics broke. This unit broke as well. Perfect. Okay. Run down these Iberians. We want to shoot at these Iberians. General, get to safety. Get our Hastati to safety as well. Back it up. Okay. We can't keep using our general this much because he only has a limited amount of strength. Come on, get to safety. Go right there. Hastati have a few more pilas, so they'll probably use those soon. Let's get our archers behind the Hastati. Enemy cavalry got themselves killed. Don't skirmish. Don't skirmish. You guys also don't skirmish. If you need to stand a fight, you'll stand a fight. Okay, get my Hastati back. Definitely should have had guard mode on. Rally troops for the remaining troops. And these are just skirmishers. Definitely should not have broken this Hastati, but they got overexposed. Okay, attack these skirmishers because they're attacking our archers. General. Okay, these are Scutarii. Okay, guard mode. Don't get off the walls. Shoot at the Scutarii. Okay, back up Hastati. Oh, these Hastati are going to get killed by the general's bodyguard. This is actually going really poorly. We need our allies. Okay, these archers are wavering. They're going to break. Come on. At least we have a tower working on our side. We have a good general, but he only has 35 strength, so we need to keep him safe for as long as possible. This is such a messy battle. This is not cute. We're just relying on the tower to do its thing, and the archers above. Alright, we need to bring... I almost want to bring archers just to use as infantry. Come on, we need to get a break here. We have dogs attacking us. All of our units are breaking. Luca's about to die. Luca just broke. He's gonna die. He's gonna get eaten by dogs. Yep.
Your general runs away.
Come on. He hasn't died. He's technically alive. But the rest of the army is dying, so... I really don't know what to do here. Hastati, just kill these Iberians. At least our tower is getting some more kills. We've killed 72% of the enemy and only 25% of us because of our allies, but our allies aren't helping. Oh, after this, Numidians are definitely going down. I am slaughtering them as soon as possible. Can we please just snap them into action? Just if they can fight these skirmishers and just get drawn into the actual battle, this will be so easy. They're gonna follow these troops into the city. I bet you anything. Oh my god. Alright. Archers, go guard this gateway. Turn off skirmish mode. At least we can hold them here for as long as possible in front of the towers. As they pass this tower, they'll take some more damage. Naked Fanatics, they should take a lot of damage from the tower. We'll also have these archers come off the walls. This quickly became just a nightmare scenario. Numidians, please do something. You guys are actively sabotaging me. This counts as a declaration of war in my book. There's just no strength left on the enemy, but I mean, they have 41 general's bodyguards, so that's more than enough. Do warhounds not get killed by towers? Wait, what? Are you guys getting shot by towers? Why are you not getting shot by towers? Why are the towers not working? Okay, they're working now. At least these Naked Fanatics will take some damage. Alright, will the War Dogs actually take this gateway? Okay, we're at least going to kill some War Dogs with the oil. That was pretty effective. Okay, you guys have to fight the War Dogs, I guess. I don't know. Go... I wonder if these Naked Fanatics will just hang out here. Oh, no, they're going to chase this unit. So we'll take some more shots into them from the towers. And then honestly, I might open this gateway for them once they start to turn away. Oh, I am doing that. Back up. We want them to stay engaged so that they try to chase us. Because if they try to chase us, they'll get into the oil pots, and then they will die. But for now, they're getting shot by the towers, so that works. You guys getting shot by towers? Yes. Scutaria and Naked Fanatics are their two best units except for the general, so that's good. Dude, we just have no strength. What are you doing, Numidia? Okay. What's happening over here? Perfect. This unit's just getting shot down. This whole unit's gonna go away. The Libyan mercenaries are fighting on the city center. Here we go. They're gonna fight through all the peasants are actually a really good thing for them to fight, because the peasants will just sit and fight and fight and fight and fight. And I don't care if I lose them all. So that's a good sponge for the remainder of the dogs. I didn't know dogs couldn't be attacked by towers. That's really interesting. Okay, this unit of archers does not need to be on the walls anymore. Get them to the city center. What else? Over here. This unit of Scutaria. Why are you not getting shot by towers? What makes you immune? Did these Naked Fanatics die? Yes, okay. This unit right here, go ahead and stand out in front of these gates. See if we can get the Scutaria to return. Just stand right there. With the gates open. There we go. Now they're getting shot. Nice. This is the stupidest, messiest battle I've ever fought in this campaign. By far. But Luca Astorius, the sole survivor of his unit. I have a literal general's unit to just run around the battlefield with. That's kind of funny. Oh! Are they snapping out of it? Are the Numidians finally going to get involved? Yes? Question mark? Please get involved? If they get involved, we will win this so easily. Please, come on. Oh my god. Okay, they're entering the city. This is an interesting development. If they had the means to betray me right now, I guarantee you they would. If it was coded into the game, the Numidians would absolutely turn on me right now. And probably as soon as this battle's over, they will turn on me. But come on, just get involved in the battle. I have literally no strength left. Like, there's nothing I could do to take out the Spanish other than abuse towers and my allies. Was it me returning to the city center that motivated the Numidians to move? Should I just return all of my troops to the city center? Maybe that was it. I'm like doing fortune telling to try and figure out how to get these guys to just participate. Oh, you're on your way. Good, good, good. This unit of javelin men randomly ran through the city and then out to this side. Don't know what that was about. Maybe I need to hold this gate open for them to motivate them to do something. I mean, they are slowly on their way. Slowly, these archers are literally inching towards the Spanish. That kind of worked. That kind of really worked. Are we good? Are we unstuck? Do we feel like fighting Spanish? I would have Luca follow them, just because it would be funny, but I'm not messing with anything. Whatever I did worked, so I'm gonna let them do their thing, and I'm not changing any of these variables. Look how many soldiers died here. So many of my soldiers died here. This was a bloodbath. I don't want to jinx it, but they're almost in range. Oh my god, I jinxed it. They don't want to fight. Please. Oh, oh, oh. They're gonna fight. This has been the longest episode of my life. Oh my god, they're fighting. I love the Numidians. I forgive them for all of their faults. Oh my god. Alright, let's watch them do their thing. Numidians versus Spanish. Oh, this should be pretty good over here. Numidian Desert Infantry versus Round Shield Cavalry. Oof. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can they handle the general though?
They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our men.
Nice. Yes, kill them. I want that general dead. Head on a platter, please and thank you. Continue the battle.
They are not soldiers, only frightened.
No, they're not gonna get Luca. Or Luco. Is that his name? I think it's Luco. My guy's Luca. Theirs is Luco. They're not gonna get him. Dang. Well, we killed 88% of the enemies, so they should hopefully leave us alone now. Oh my goodness. If I exited now, would we win? Yes. Whew. They did almost nothing. I killed 1,777 of them. I took 1,100 casualties. Sheesh. I hate the Numidians. They are my biggest enemy in the world now. I hate them. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Let's retrain our Hastati, and we're gonna just wait. I mean, we'll retrain these couple of units next turn, but wow. That was bad. At least we killed all the Spanish, so the Numidians are the only people here I need to worry about. Luca, dude, you barely survived that. He got good commander from that. Okay. Whew, that was crazy. Hey, at least we will save a lot of money in unit maintenance in the next couple of turns, because I lost half of an army. Jeez. Now, do I want to try and take out Captain Nicias in the field here? I think we might want to, but I don't think he's going to be willing to give us battle. I need to do something to chip away at the troops here, because I do need to take these cities. I could also just nip over to Athens and take it. Maybe that's the better approach. What is the range here? Ooh, the range is ranging. Let's get... Can we afford not to have Marcus inside Sparta? Maybe. Let's get our two ballistas. Let's get some solid Principes. And some solid Hastati. And some archers. What is this army like? 11 units. I mean, we could take out 2 units inside of Athens, for sure, with 11 units. Let's build some archers, and we'll retrain our... No, we can't afford to retrain our biremes because we're out of money. Okay, so we'll train some more archers in Sparta, and then I think next turn, if they don't reinforce Athens, I think Admiral Galerius can sneak attack Athens and take it, and then we will at least hold these 2 cities. Whether we have enough troops to defend against the Greeks is another question, because they have a lot of armies. But at least we will have taken these 2 cities. At some point, the Bruttii hopefully will reinforce us. I don't know, though. All right, I think we are desperate enough for money that we need to start disbanding miscellaneous mercenaries that we don't need. So these 2 mercenaries we need to disband. We'll do it inside of Segesta, because that's one of the smallest cities in this part of the world. That'll save us a little bit of money. Honestly, these Illyrians we might need to disband. Do we really need them for the upcoming fights against the Thracians? I don't know. These Illyrians in Salona we will disband. In Segestica, we'll keep those ones. These ones in Aquincum, we'll hold on to. Hold on to those troops. Who can we disband?
Ready to sail.
What is expensive? These 14 mercenary hoplites are doing us no favors, so we'll disband them. Okay. I think that's all we can do to help out our economy. What are our projected profits for next turn? 1,497. That's barely enough money to work with. Can I, like, get this spy killed so I don't have to pay his salary? Is there anything we can do? I want to leave him in Lugdun. I'm hoping that he gets himself killed. Segesta, can we disband these mercenaries? Yes, actually, because we're going to have a governor's palace complete next turn. So our public order will go up. We're doing that. Can we increase any tax rates? Yes. In Ariminum, we can increase the tax rate to high. In Aurelium, we can increase it to normal. In Segestica, we can increase it to normal. Quincum, we'll leave it at low. Anything else? Leptis Magna, we'll bring it to normal. Okay. Projected income now. Profit of 2,400. Okay. That's slightly better. Jeez. All right. Well, I think we should call it there. I've been recording for 2.5 hours. So I don't know how long this episode will be once it's been edited, because there's a lot of fluff to take out. But, whew, what an episode. I am worried about the future. Straight up, I am not confident. Economy is in the tanks. Greece is very scary. I feel pretty confident we'll get Athens unless they reinforce it, but then I may lose both of these cities because there are so many armies around. My plan is just to defend the walls with archers if we need to, but this part of the world is scary. The Marian reforms are coming, and then we're going to need a lot of money that we don't have to actually act on those reforms and build new armies. And on the bright side, though, there are some things going for us. We have really limited the growth of the Scipii a lot. They are doing very poorly. The Bruttii are not doing poorly per se. Like, they have Thessalonica, Byzantium, Kydonia, but they could be doing better. Usually the Bruttii will take all of Greece. So the fact that we've been able to take Sparta is a good thing. But the bright sides are few and far between. So I think I'm going to call it right there. But thank you so much for watching this crazy episode. Hopefully it was more fun than frustrating. But man, I'm sweating. Thank you so much for watching. Hope y'all are doing great, and I'll see you next time.